The 2025 Woodstock Riverbandits are on the air from Falcon Field on the campus of Central High School in Woodstock, Virginia. It is the Valley Baseball League and the Woodstock Riverbandits. Tonight, the Bandits host the Culpeper Cavaliers. Good evening, everyone. I'm Craig Orndorff. Glad to be with you tonight as the Bandits are back home, sporting a 2-0 record. And they're facing the Culpeper Cavaliers. They enter with a mark of 0-2. Both teams had yesterday off. And Woodstock in after another comeback win. 2 games, 2 comeback victories as they knocked off Charlottesville on Sunday afternoon. And Sean Keener gets the baseball tonight for the Bandits. 6'4" right-hander from Virginia Wesleyan out of Clayton, Delaware. And here's the order he will face tonight. Leading off and playing second base is Keaton Burrows. Batting second, the left fielder, Ethan Belk. Hitting third, the catcher is Alejandro Ludero. In the cleanup spot, the third baseman, Colby Motley. Cameron Turner, the first baseman, will bat fifth. Hitting sixth, Mason Breton, the right fielder. Evan Escobar at shortstop will bat seventh. The designated hitter is Caden Crispin. He'll bat eighth. And batting ninth, the center fielder, Donovan Mitchell. And Max Hauser is starting tonight for the Cavaliers. Defensively for Woodstock this evening, it's Hunter Miller in left, Christian Toledo in center, JT Andorowski plays right, and on the infield, Jake Corville is at third base, Will Tippett at short, second's Luke Keister, Will Campo at first, behind the plate, Rocco DePastino, and again, Sean Keener on the hill tonight for the River Bandits. All right, ready to go. Right-hander Sean Keener, ready to rock, works from the stretch, and he deals, and takes the ball high as we get started at 7:03. Right-hander batting Keaton Burrows from Pitt, 5'11" right-hander, chops one right back toward the mound. Keener fields, throws high, going up to get it as Campo comes down on the bag in time to get Burrows for out number one.
Next up, junior from Wofford College, left fielder number 5, Ethan Belk.
And Will Campo had to come high off the bag to grab that one, but he did. Came down on the base to get Burrows. Now it's Ethan Belk, the left fielder. He takes strike one. It is a clear sky, so that is making it tough for the batters here at Woodstock. The sun comes right out of center field. 1 to Belk from Wofford, 5'10" righty. He looks at a breaking ball in the dirt. Bandits won here opening night on Saturday, 5-2. Beat Strasburg on that 3-run home run by Barrett Eldridge. Ball and a strike. That's up and away, 2-1 now. Two and one with one out as we are just underway here in Woodstock tonight. As a foul ball back and a high heater, 2-2. Woodstock beat Charlottesville 8-7 on Sunday. They rallied again, scored 3 in the ninth. Luke Keister with a bases clearing double in that one. 2-2 pitch on the way. A line drive, but right to the shortstop. Tippett. 2 away, hit hard by Belk, but right to the Woodstock shortstop.
Next up, sophomore from Lipscomb University, catcher number 17.
So 2 gone.
Ludero.
Here's Alejandro Ludero. Ludero from Lipscomb. Another right-handed batter, 6'1". Two outs, nobody on. And Ludero takes the ball inside. roller to short. Right there again is Tippett. Up and over to first. And a 1-2-3 inning for Keener. Culpeper goes in order. Bandits coming up. Culpeper goes in order in the top of the first. Here come the Bandits. And here's their batting order tonight. Leading off and playing third base is Jake Corville. JT Andorowski in right field hits second. Batting third, Hunter Miller, the left fielder. Cleanup batter tonight is Will Campo. He's playing first base. Nazir Mendez is the designated hitter. He bats fifth. Hitting sixth, the shortstop, Will Tippett. Seventh is the center fielder, Christian Toledo. Eighth, catcher, Rocco DiPastino. And Luke Keister, the second baseman, will bat ninth. And the Bandits are facing
University, third baseman number 38, Jake Corville.
Max Mauser. 6'3" right-hander out of Arizona State. He comes from Gilbert, Arizona. And making his first appearance of the summer here with Culpeper. Here's Jake Corville. 5'10" right-handed batter from Wingate, and he takes a pitch inside, 1-0. Corville comes in 1 for 4, but he scored 3 runs. Swinging a shot down the right field line. That's down for a base hit. Hits first. He'll make a wide turn. Heading for second. Here comes the relay, the throw, slide, save, head first dive, and Jake Corville with a leadoff double. Opposite field shot.
Next up, senior from DeSales University, right fielder number 7, JT Andorowski.
Good start for the Bandits. As Corville gets a 2-bagger and puts himself in scoring position here for JT Andorowski. Andorowski, left-handed batter, 6'1" out of DeSales. JT takes the ball low. Andorowski 1 for 6 on the season so far. Looking for his first RBI. He's got a man out there right now. First baseman Turner, a couple of steps in front of the bag, even with a left-handed batter. That's in the dirt. Nice block by the catcher, Ludero. That hit in front of the plate. Had to stop it. The top of his chest. Might have glanced off the shoulder, but he kept it in front of him. Now 2-0. Now first baseman Turner backing up. 2-0. Hitter's choice here. And JT takes the ball outside. 3 balls, no strikes. Mauser sets, and the 3-0 pitch, that is right down the middle. Three and one. Nobody out, man at second here in the bottom of the first for the Bandits. Mauser ready, couple checks back at second, and to the plate. That's a breaking ball in the dirt, gets away. Runner headed for third, throw goes down the left field line. Corville will stay at third, however.
Next up, senior from
So that ball got in the dirt,
University
but
of Southern Indiana, left fielder number 4, Hunter Miller.
came right back to the catcher, Ludero, who fired down to third. Wide of the mark. And lucky that Corville didn't come on in to score, but he'll be at third on the wild pitch, and Andorowski at first after the walk. So here's Hunter Miller with a great opportunity. Another left-handed batter. He looks at strike one. 6'1" from Southern Indiana. He's 1 for 4 on the season, 2 RBIs. Throw to first. First and third, nobody out. Great chance early. Here for Woodstock. 0-1 pitch. Miller takes the ball in the dirt. Runner heading for second. Bluff throw. No attempt there by Ludero. Corville didn't get too much of an extra lead off at third. So that'll be a wild pitch there. So ball and a strike. Hunter Miller had that 2-run single back in the first inning of Saturday's game. He's got a chance right here. Second and third. Nobody out. Pitch. That misses. Must have been a little bit inside. Goes to 3-1. We sit at first base here at Woodstock, not behind the plate, so we can't see corners. Just have to go with how the catcher receives it. You can see top to bottom of the zone. And all the close plays at first. 3-1. Mauser with a ground ball. That's up the middle into center field for a base hit. One will score. Second run coming to the plate. He will score as well. And Hunter Miller's done it again for the second straight home game. A 2-run single in the first inning. And the Bandits out in front.
From Rice University, first baseman number 20.
Right off the bat.
Eldridge.
And his single 2 nights ago was also into center field. So you got to keep Hunter Miller in the batting order for the first inning, that's for sure. And it's the same 2 guys who scored Saturday night who score here tonight, Corville and Andorowski. Except it's the opposite. Corville walked Saturday, Andorowski doubled. Tonight, Corville doubled, Andorowski walked. It's like the Twilight Zone here. All right, but a big 2 already up on the board here for Woodstock. Now it's the cleanup hitter, Will Campo, after a meeting on the mound. Campo, the first baseman. 5'10" left-hander from Loyola University of New Orleans. Pitch in the dirt. Good block again there by Ludero. Campo batting for the first time this summer. Oh. Listed as a lefty, but he's batting righty. If you're watching on video, you can see that. That's high. Take that back. I'm sorry. I said Will Campo. It is Barrett Eldridge batting. I wrote the wrong number down. All right, here's Eldridge now. Sorry. fly ball, sinking fly ball into right field. It's caught on a dive out there by Breton. Nice play by the right fielder for Culpeper. Breton coming in toward the alley. Laid out and took away a base hit from Barrett Eldridge. So apologies for
Mendez.
a typo on my part. Barrett Eldridge, the 6'4" right-hander from Rice. All right, now we're at Nazir Mendez, the DH. One out, man at first. And he looks at a strike. Hunter Miller at first. 2-0 Bandits here. Mauser with a long pause and the pitch. That's in the dirt. Runner going. Here's a throw down to second and not in time. Another wild pitch. Advances a Woodstock runner. As Miller in with the feet first slide. Going to work out for Ladero behind the plate. A lot of balls in the dirt here. Now an RBI chance for Nazir Mendez. That's a ball that's going to drop into left field for a base hit. Miller rounding third, coming home. He will score. And it's now 3-0. As Mendez drives in his first run
University of South Carolina, Columbia, shortstop number 12,
of the summer campaign.
Tippett.
An opposite field hit for Mendez. And because of the wild pitch, Miller able to score. And a great first inning continues here for Woodstock. Shortstop Will Tippett now. Low and away for a ball. Three runs on 3 hits in the inning, along with a walk and 3 wild pitches. 1-0. That's under the knees. 2 balls, no strikes. Will Tippett. 6'1" righty. Played this past year at South Carolina. A hit 2-0. Mauser deals and a strike. 2-1. There's a chopper foul at third. Evens the count at 2-2. Will Tippett 1 for 2 on the season so far. Waits the 2-2. Mauser deals, and that's in the dirt. Kicks past the catcher to the backstop, and Mendez trots on down to second. And yet another wild pitch. That makes it a full count now. 3-2 to Tippett. Man at second, 1 down. Kicking the pitch. Bouncing ball foul at third, past Mike Bocock, who's the head coach of the Riverbandits. Preston Joy here at first tonight. Brandon Mack, head coach, Cavaliers. All right, again, we'll do the 3-2 pitch. Here it comes, and strike 3 called on the inside corner. Tippett punched out for out number 2.
I'll
bring up
batting
Christian
center
Toledo.
fielder, number 21, Christian Toledo.
Christian, the center fielder. Swinging and skying one. Third base side, foul territory. Is there room? Coming back into play. That one is gloved by Motley, the third baseman, to end the inning. But the Bandits score 3 on 3 hits. 1 complete. Woodstock 3-0 over Culpeper. Woodstock leading 3-0 after 1. Cavaliers bat here in the top of the second with 4, 5, and 6. Colby Motley, Cameron Turner, and Mason Breton. Motley takes a fastball high, checked his swing. No swing, says the first base umpire. Sean Keener has a 3-0 lead to work with. Motley, 6'3" right-hander from VCU. Wide stance and takes a strike. Something off speed. Right across the belt. Motley 2 for 8 on this young season. And he's late on a fastball there. 1-2. Comfortable day. Temperatures in the low 80s. Going to heat up for the next few days, which really everybody here is kind of ready for. Late spring has been chilly and wet. 1-2. Keener deals a breaking ball that got in on the hands of Motley, and he can just squib it foul at first. One and two. Keener deals. Off-speed pitch, just got a piece of it off the end of the bat. Motley reaching and just got the tip of his bat on that ball to stay alive. One and two. Keener brings it to the plate, very high with a fastball. 2-2. Well, as the sun sets here this time of the year, a little more toward right field. Still tough for the batters and the catcher and umpire too. 2-2. Off speed, fouled off. Battle going on here between Culpeper cleanup man Colby Motley and Bandit starter Sean Keener. Again, we'll do 2 and 2. Here it is. That is off the end of the bat at center field, coming in hard. Unable to get there is Christian Toledo. He'll have to play it on a bounce. And Culpeper gets its first runner of the night.
Next up, redshirt freshman from
Oh, Motley battled and battled, and it paid off.
First baseman number 69, Cameron.
Looping
Turner.
single into center. There's the first baseman, Cameron Turner. Cam Turner, 6'2" right-hander out of Charlotte. And he cuts and misses on a high fastball. Boy, if Keener can keep that fastball right at the letters. It's been tough for Culpeper to get. They can't lay off of it either. Right at the borderline of a strike. He's got some good zip upstairs. Throw to first. Turner 1 for 7 on the season so far. That one was a home run. Runner at first goes. Swing and a miss. And no throw down there by DePastino. Good jump by Motley. And Rocco just held on to the ball. May not have had a good grip on it. So a steal for Motley. Gets him in scoring position. His first steal of the summer. 0-2 to Turner. And that is inside. That's to the backstop. And down to third goes Motley on a wild pitch. So Culpeper's got their first run of the game 90 feet away. Might have been a signal cross up there as pitcher and catcher get together. As DePastino was reaching for that one. May have been expecting something off speed, and it was a fastball that zipped right past him to the backstop. Not a whole lot of room behind home plate. Plus, there is a flat section of that backstop with padding, so the ball will hit that padding and come right back to the catcher, so runners got to be aware. It's not an automatic base if it gets past the catcher. 1-2, that's up and in. Evens the count at 2-2 on Cam Turner. Keener ready, deals. Off speed, misses low and in. So from 0-2 to now 3-2. Full count. Keener to the plate. Chopper right at the plate, but it's foul. (3-0) Woodstock here in the second. Culpeper does have a man at third base here with nobody out. Cam Turner awaits. Keener deals. Another foul ball. Got the batter in the box. Culpeper 0-2, only a 200 batting average as a team coming in. Woodstock only hitting 167, but they're 2-0. Just getting hits at the right time. Again, payoff pitch. Keener kicks and deals, and that's high for ball 4.
Next up, sophomore from
Well, Culpeper down 3-0, but I got a little rally going here. Man at the corners with nobody out in the second inning. That's the right fielder Mason Breton stepping in now. Just made a great play defensively in the bottom of the first inning. And here's Breton out of Long Island, 6-foot left-handed batter. Keener looking for a ground ball. It's a foul ball. 0-1 to Breton. First at bat of the season for Breton. Comes up here with men at the corners, nobody out. Pitch, another foul ball. Two strikes, Keener gets ahead. Oh, 2. See if Keener can do better this time with an 0-2 count. He'll throw to first. Not much of a lead there for Turner. Keener sets, readies for an 0-2 pitch. Here it comes, and breaking ball, strike 3 call. Now it's a shortstop, Evan Escobar. Escobar 1 for 7 on the season. Hits one hard, but right to Keister. Did he catch it in the air? He got it in the air. It's going to be a double play. Caught that right off the dirt. A line drive on the bat of Escobar, and Turner was too far off the bag. He would already taken off. And it's a double play. Either way, probably would have been a twin killing. But a double play to get out of it. First 2 get on for Culpeper, nobody across. Middle of 2, Woodstock 3. Cavaliers nothing. Bottom of the second inning, Bandits leading at 3-0, and it's 8-9-1. Rocco DiPastino, Luke Keister, Jake Corville. Max Mauser back to the mound, starts DiPastino with a strike. And the Bandits catcher takes the ball low. DiPastino out of Indian River, 5'10" right-hander. 1-1. Rocco chops one to third. Charging is Motley. Fields throws. One away. Now to second baseman Luke Keister.
Next up, senior from Shenandoah University, second baseman, number 1, Luke Keister.
Saw a lot of choppers here on Saturday. Some high bounders. Right around the batting circle. There's a curveball that misses inside to Keister. Luke from Shenandoah, 5'9" right-hander. Fastball for a strike. Keister had the big 3-run double at Charlottesville in the 9th inning. He's 1 for 4 on the season. Waits the 1-1 pitch, Breaking ball, doozy. In there for a strike, 1-2. Keister was leading off the other day in the 9 spot here. Swing and a miss on an off speed. And 2 gone here in the second. Second strikeout for Mauser. Now it's Jake Corville.
Number 38, Jake Corville.
Started the game with a double down the right field line. Corville from Wingate out of Hamilton, Georgia. Oh, pitcher falls. Well, it's a strike anyway. Mauser just lost his footing, but he's all right. Gets a little ribbing from his infielders. On 1 to Corville. And takes the ball 1-1. Off-speed pitch. Corville has 2 hits this summer. Both are doubles. There's a strike on the inside corner, 1-2. He's already scored 4 runs on the season. Ball 2 strikes. Breaking ball, misses low. That was almost like a quick pitch there. Mauser went into a windup and quickly from the hands over his head. Quickened his motion. Went through a big slow curve, but missed. 2-2 now. Deals here with a fastball, that's high. 3-2, Max Mauser from Arizona State. Working against Jake Corville from Wingate. 3-2 pitch. Breaking ball, downstairs, and a 2-out walk. And Corville's on base again.
Next up, right fielder number 7, JT Andorowski.
Here's JT Andorowski. He walked in the first inning and scored. That's with 2 down, a man at first. Andorowski from DeSales out of Warrington, Pennsylvania. First pitch swinging, pops it up foul, third base side and out of play. One strike. Setting the pitch. Andorowski with a bouncing ball to the shortstop. Fielded there. They'll flip to second to get the lead man Escobar to Burrows to force Corville, and that's the inning. On to the third. Woodstock 3-0.
fielder number 8, Caden Christman.
Top of the third, Woodstock up 3-0. And Sean Keener will go to work on 8, 9, and 1. Caden Christman, Donovan Mitchell, and Keaton Burrows for the visitors. Off-speed pitch, misses for a ball. Caden Christman, 6'2", right-hander out of Rutgers. Looking for his first hit. 0 for 4. After a couple of games, here's a high pop-up into shallow right field. Calling everybody off is Andorowski. He's got it. And the right fielder puts it away for out number 1.
Next up, sophomore from the University of South Alabama, center fielder number 15.
That's the center fielder, Donovan Mitchell. Out of South Alabama. Mitchell, right-handed stick, 6'1". And takes the ball high. Mitchell 1 for 10 on the campaign. Sean Keener deals. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball. Now a little bit of relief for us here as we sit field level at first base. The sun just starting to dip behind the trees out beyond right field. Pitch. Off speed in there for a strike. 1-2. Keener ahead of ball and 2 strikes on Donovan Mitchell. This is high with a heater. 2-2. Two pitch, off speed, lofted back into right field. No, but a great diving catch by Luke Keister. The second baseman out on the grass, lunging after it, and makes a spectacular catch. Great play by Luke.
Next up, second baseman number 2, Keaton Burrows.
Got a good jump. Drop step and out into the grass he went. And laid out and hauled it in. A little looper off the end of the bat by Mitchell. Keister doesn't let it fall. 2-way. Showing bunt is Keaton Burrows. Takes it back and takes a ball. Tap back to the mound his first time. Second baseman from Pitt out of Odessa, Florida. Burrows 3 for 7 on the season. And misses up and away does Keener. 2-0. Right-handed hitting Keaton Burrows. Takes way outside. 3-0 now. Well, folks all around the park here this evening, as always. Some up on the hill, some seated, some going to the concession stand up there. 3-0 pitch right down the middle. We got our tailgaters out beyond right field. I should broadcast from out there one night. That could be interesting. Three 3-1. That is strike 2. Burrows was trotting down to first, ready to toss the bat away. Instead, he'll come back and face a 3-2 pitch. Full count, 2 outs. Keener ready. Here's the payoff. And that's high. Ball 4. Walked him anyway.
Next up, left fielder.
Second free pass from Keener.
Ethan Belk.
I'll keep the inning going for Ethan Belk, the left fielder. Hit a hard line drive to short. his first trip. Belk from Wofford, out of Rock Hill, South Carolina. Pitch, line to right. That's a base hit. Burrows will stop at second as Andorowski gets it back in a hurry. So a couple of hard hit balls by Belk, one for an out in the first, but goes the other way that time.
Number 17, Alejandro.
Serving it into right field. 2 are on, 2 down. Alejandro Ludero, the catcher, grounded to short his first time. Keener ready. Off the fist. Keister will field it at second, and pitcher Keener had to get over there and cover the bag. He did. Just did find the base. As he jammed Ludero. Just a weak little ground ball, but both Keister and Eldridge went for the baseball, and Keener did what he was supposed to. Ball to the right side, get to the bag. He got there awkwardly, but finally did find the base, and 2 left on for Culpeper. 3 complete. Woodstock 3. Culpeper nothing. Bottom of the third inning, Bandits up 3-0. 3, 4, and 5. Hunter Miller, Barrett Eldridge, and Nazir Mendez hitting. Hunter Miller singled into his first time up. Leads off the third inning and takes a strike, 1-1. There's a strike taken on the inside corner. And 1-2 now to Hunter Miller from Southern Indiana, but hails from Fort Pierce, Florida. Breaking ball in the dirt. Evens the count at 2-2. So Miller now 2 for 5 on the year. Pair of 2-run singles. It's good pace to be on. Off speed and just missed. May have stayed outside. Again, we sit at first base, so we can't see the corners. But it must have been because it was right at belt level. Here's a payoff pitch, and that's a bouncing ball. Other way, third baseman Motley Fields guns it across to get Miller 1 gone here in the home half of the third. Now it's Barrett Eldridge.
Baseman, number 20, Barrett Eldridge.
And a base hit taken away by diving Breton out in right field. And are we going to get a pitching change here? And a pitch limit? Must be a pitch limit there for Max Mauser as he is taken down. And we'll get a pitching change. Tell you about the new thrower for the Cavaliers here in just a second. All right, new pitcher on for the Cavaliers. It's Stephen Christopher, a 6'2 right-hander from William and Mary out of Marshall, Virginia. And he'll face the cleanup hitter Barrett Eldridge, first baseman, and takes ball one. So Max Mauser done after 2 1/3. 1-0 pitch, and breaking ball in there for a strike. Eldridge, 2 for 9 on the season. Those two are both home runs. 3-run shots, both. Big cut here, pops it up on the infield. Right side, second baseman Burrows comes in on the grass, and there's 2 away. That's a DH. Nazir Mendez, RBI single in the first.
Next up, designated hitter number 23, Nazir Mendez.
Mendez, left-handed swinger, 6'2" from Eastern Kentucky. He's out of New York City. And takes low. Nazir was here last year. He got hurt in a preseason game, an exhibition contest. Taps this one back to the mound. Christopher underhands to first. To end the inning. Bandits go in order. We're through 3. Woodstock up 3-0. Top of the fourth, Woodstock leads Culpeper 3-0, and the Bandits have a new pitcher. It is Dominic Caparella, 6'4", left-hander from Mount St. Mary's out of Bellefonte, Pennsylvania. Facing Colby Motley, singled back in the second inning. And Caparella starts him with the ball high. So Sean Keener done after 3 innings, 2 hits, walked 2, struck out 1. But did not allow a run. That's a ball down and in. Breaking ball right at the feet of the righty Motley, the cleanup hitter. He'll be followed by Cameron Turner and Mason Breton. Culpeper. Down and in again. 3-0. Still sunlight around the batter's box. Batting area, batter's circle, I guess I should say. 3-0. That's in there for a strike. Caparella making his first appearance of the season. Ready with a 3-1. In the air to center field. Toledo over toward the gap a few steps. He's got it. 1 away.
Next up, first baseman number 69.
Here's the first baseman, Cam Turner. Walked in the second inning. Southpaw. Dom Caparella deals. There's a strike. Cam Turner out of Charlotte from Richlands, North Carolina. One strike pitch, bounces in there. 1-1. Bandit fans, Woodstock will be here tomorrow, but they'll be the visiting team playing Strasburg. Swing and a miss. Pitch under the hands. Down and in to Turner. 1-2. Strasburg has a conflict with its field. Their high school baseball team is playing the regional tournament there tomorrow. So instead of canceling, they've decided to move here. But they will remain as the home team. Strasburg will. There's a ball low. Two balls, 2 strikes to Cameron Turner. So if you tune in tomorrow, if you're especially watching the video, you'll notice they are playing here. 2-2, swing and a miss. Off-speed pitch. Again, down and in.
Next up, right fielder.
And Turner down on strikes.
Mason Breton.
Here's Mason Breton, the right fielder. He went down looking back in the second inning. Breton from Long Island University out of Manchester, Connecticut. Breaking ball, missed high and in. Breton turned away from that one. Swing and a miss. Hit the outside corner. 1-1. Caparella's been dialed in after 3 pitches out of the zone to start the inning. See if he can finish it up here. 1-1. That is on the outer edge. Ball and 2 strikes in this lefty-lefty matchup. Ball, 2 strikes. Caparella deals. Breaking ball. Low and away. Good location. Evens the count at 2-2. Caparella deals. And, ooh, must have been a little bit outside. One of the outfielders said it looked good from out there. Looked pretty good here. Might have been a little bit out. All right, we'll go the distance here. 3-2. Pitch, that's low and away, and winds up being a 2-out walk.
Next up, shortstop.
So
Number
Brett and the
1,
board
Evan
saved a
Escobar.
swing for Evan Escobar. Lined into a double play back in the second inning. Popped up into shallow right center. Keister going out, backpedaling. He'll make the catch. He gets there before the outfielders could. Nice job there by Luke. Another good play by the Bandit second sacker. And that's the inning. Middle of 4. Bandits up 3-zip. Bottom of the 4th, Bandits come up with 6, 7, and 8. Will Tippett, Christian Toledo, and Rocco DiPastino. And an off-speed pitch drops in for a strike 2. Will Tippett out of Stone Mountain, Georgia. Played at South Carolina, but he's in the portal. Up and in, 1-1. Just like Luke Keister. He is also in the portal. After 3 years at Shenandoah. That's a shot into left field on a base hit. Tippett, who struck out looking into first, smokes one into left field. The lead off the 4th. 4th hit of the night for Woodstock.
Next up, center fielder, number 21, Christian Toledo.
Here's Christian Toledo. Popped out in foul ground back in the first inning. Christian, right-hander, 6 feet tall, out of Wayland Baptist from the Bronx, New York. He's bunting here and bunts it foul. Christian's now 0 for 8. Does have an RBI. Center fielder. Bunts it here. It's in the air, and it's caught by the third baseman. But good read there by Tippett. So Toledo can't get the runner up.
Next up, catcher, number 31, Rocco DiPastino. Pastino.
So one away, man still at first, and it's the catcher, Rocco DePastino. Grounded to third his first time. That's inside. It is Stephen Christopher back on the hill for Cavaliers after going 2/3 in the third. DePastino from Indian River out of Sarasota, Florida. Runner goes. Pitch is a chopper. Third base side charging is Motley. Good play. Throw off of the bag, and it gets off the glove of Turner. Runner, Tippett, who was moving, gets to third base. So we're going to get a sacrifice. No, we're not. That was a swing. So that will be an
number 1.
error on the third baseman, Motley, I believe. I'll wait for our official score. E5. All right, so men at the corners now. Here's Luke Keister. Struck out first time. Ground ball right to the first baseman. Oh, skips past Turner and into right field. Run will score. DePastino's over to third. And it's a 4-0 ball game.
Now batting third baseman, number 38, Jay Corbell.
So just a little worm burner there off the bat of Keister. And it hit the lip and came up. And off the heel of the glove of Turner, kicked into right field. We're going to say a bad hop single. So that's going to be a lip single. Meeting on the mound here. 4-0 Woodstock now. That'll go for an RBI as well. So a little grooming there by the field crew helped that one. So now a 4-0 ball game. I don't think they would have gotten 2 if that would have been cleanly fielded. Not really a fast rolling ground ball, but Turner was thinking 2. Keister, good speed, probably would have beat it out. But runners at first and third, 1 out. Here's Jake Corville. Keister's going. They will try to get into a rundown now. Throw is cut off. They'll throw back to first. Keister running. Here goes the runner for the plate. Here comes a throw to the plate. They got him. So Keister got in a rundown, did his job, gave DePastino plenty of time to try to get home. Never really got a good secondary jump, and when he took off, he was easy pickings at home. So that was a play to get into a rundown from the bat, but Culpeper had the cutoff throw down to second in order anyway. So it's 2 down. And Jake Corville fouls it back. It's now 1-1. Corville with a double and a walk. So Keister down to second, DePastino out at the plate. They try to steal an extra run there. That'll be a caught stealing. Ball high. 2-1 now. Corville from Wingate. Popped up foul side. Will it stay in play? Oh, a great catch going over the fence here at first. Turner makes a fantastic catch. His arm was all the way over the fence and makes the grab. Heck of a play there by Turner. Got over to the base, jumped in the air. The fence is about 6 feet high. Extended his arm all the way over and had room to pull it in. The Bandits do get one. And we go to the fifth with Woodstock on top, 4-0. On to the fifth inning now. Bandits lead us 4-0 as they add on a run in the bottom of the fourth inning. And Culpeper here in the fifth, 8-9-1. Caden Crispin, Donovan Mitchell, Keaton Burrows hitting. And the lefty Dom Caparella starts with a breaking ball in the dirt. Crispin flied to right his first time up. Caden Crispin from Rutgers out of New Hill, North Carolina. Tapper right back to the mound. Caparella fields. Runs halfway to first, underhands. One away.
Now batting center fielder number 15, Donovan Mitchell.
Pitchers are afraid to throw to first nowadays. They all catch and run to first. Got to underhand it there. All you got to do is catch it, step, throw. They've been throwing for all their lives. I know, just being safe. Here's a swing and a miss by Donovan Mitchell. A little flare into right field that Luke Keister. A great diving catch on going back into shallow right. Oh, one pitch down and in. Well, a breaking ball down toward the feet of the right-handed batters has been tough on Culpeper from Caparella. It's like a good biting breaking ball. There's a ground ball, right side. Keister. Nice play, stays down on it, fields and throws, and there's two away.
Next up, second baseman number 2, Keaton.
Now it's Keaton Burrows. Second baseman is tapped back to the mound and walked. Breaking ball misses. Burrows from Pittsburgh. 4 runs on 5 hits for Woodstock. No runs, 2 hits for the Cavaliers. Ball 2, low and in. Right-handed batting Keaton Burrows. Two-0 pitch at the knees for a strike. Nobody throwing right now for Woodstock, so it looks like Caparella may get another inning after this one, if he can finish strong. 2-1 pitch fouled back. Nobody getting loose for Culpeper right now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2-way here in the 5th. Bandits have a 4-0 lead. Caparella looks in, gets his sign, sets at the belt and deals. Popped up down the right field line. That'll fade out of play. Not a whole lot of foul territory here at Falcon Field in Woodstock. It does open up down the right field line with the visitors' bullpen in play. Two and two. Dom ready, deals. Fisted foul. Two balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on. 2 outs here in the 5th. Caparella fires high. 3-2. Cloudless evening here in Woodstock with a crescent moon high overhead. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the payoff. Caparella misses with a breaking ball, and the inning continues. Burrows walks for the 2nd time tonight.
Next up, left fielder number 5, Ethan Belk.
All right, Ethan Belk. Culpeper has only gone in order once tonight. That was the 1st. We've had runners every other inning. They stranded 4. Got a man out there right now, but with 2 down. Ethan Belk is lined to short and lined to right for a base hit. It's 1 for 2 for Ethan Belk out of Wofford. Fastball high. Ball 1 to Belk. Pitch is low. Burrows was headed back to first as Caparella dealt to the plate. Swing and a miss. Belk took a hack on 2-0, came up empty. Bandits wearing their orange jerseys tonight, green numbers and letters, white pants. Good fastball, in on the hands. Two and two now. Tri-colored caps, orange bill, white front panel with the logo, and then green in the back. Throw over to first. Caparella didn't show much of a move there. Two and two. Fires, and that's hit to center field. Pretty well hit. Toledo going back, gets to the track, hauls it in. Belk's hit it hard 3 times. but just a 1-for-3 night. And another stranded for Culpeper. They left 5 on through 5. We're in the middle of 5. Woodstock's up 4-0. Bandits batting here in the bottom of the 5th, leading at 4-0, and it's 2, 3, and 4. JT Andorowski, Hunter Miller, and Barrett Eldridge as they are facing Stephen Christopher. Righty winds and deals, and that is low and away. Not too many guys go from the full wind-up these days, but Christopher does. 1 ball. Left-handed batting Andorowski takes one in the dirt, 2-0. JT has walked and bounced into a fielder's choice. Six-one left-hander. Heading the count 2-0. Pitch misses outside. 3 balls, no strikes. That's high and a 4-pitch walk.
Next up, left fielder number 4, Hunter Miller.
Here's Hunter Miller. 2-run single in the first. He grounded out to third as well. Hunter Miller from Southern Indiana. Shows bunt. Takes the ball low. Out of town scoreboard, Strasburg 9-0 over Purcellville as they play in the 4th inning. Again, the Express will be here tomorrow as the home team. One-0. Miller takes a strike. Throw down to first and back in with a slide is Andorowski. Front Royal leading Newmarket 2-1 as they play in the bottom of the 4th at Bing Crosby. Waynesboro 3, Charlottesville 2, top 5. Bottom 6 in Harrisonburg. Turks are up 5-3 on Covington. Pretty quick moving game there. Here's a ground ball right to the shortstop. Could be 2. 6, 4, 3. Double play. Escobar to Burrows to Turner. Miller bounces
first baseman,
into a
20,
tailor-made double play.
Dredge.
That'll clear him for Barrett Eldridge. Fly to right, pop to second. And an off-speed pitch in there for a strike. Woodstock's first baseman and cleanup hitter. And one more on the board. Winchester 5-3 over Stanton. in the bottom of the fourth inning. 1-1 now to Eldridge from Rice University. Hails from Brookhaven, Georgia. Off speed low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two outs, nobody on here in the fifth. Pitch. Took a nice cut, fouled it back. A little bit of the umpire. He's stretching out. And got him up around the collar. But he's tough. Hangs in there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Christopher deals, and that bounces. Full count. Been a lot of balls in the dirt for Ali Ladero behind home plate. "3-2, payoff coming." Here it is. Eldridge hammers one into left field. Smoked that one in the hole. Escobar, the shortstop, gave it a dive, but that was smoked by Barrett. 6th hit of the game for Woodstock.
Now batting, designated hitter number 23, Nazir Mendez.
That'll keep the inning going for Nazir Mendez. The DH has an RBI single and tap back to the mound. Throw over. Eldridge back in. That's the first hit for Eldridge that hasn't been a home run. A mere single. What's he thinking? Oh, we've got time. Maybe a Barrett bomb is coming. All right, here's Mendez. Another throw over. A Nazir nuke. All right. We'll go with that. As soon as he launches one this season. He's got plenty of targets out there in right field, that's for sure, with the tailgaters. Left-handed batting, Nazir Mendez from Eastern Kentucky. That's way outside. 1-1. One out. 4-0 Woodstock here in the fifth. Christopher ready and deals. There's a strike on the outside corner. 1-1. Woodstock looking to go to 3-0. Yeah, in Strasburg tomorrow. It is here, but it's an away game. And they will be here hosting Harrisonburg on Thursday. At Percival Friday, welcoming Newmarket on Saturday. 1-1 pitch, and Mendez takes up and away. 2-1. So we'll be here about 3 times a week. Seems like it's just about a lot of Tuesday, Thursday, a few Fridays coming up. I don't even know if we have a Sunday game. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Two and two to Nazir Mendez with a man at first. 2 outs. Pitch that is just outside. Christopher hopped off the mound, thought that was a strike. Or at least close enough. Didn't get the call. All right, Eldridge will get a head start here, and the first baseman plays behind him with a 3-2 count coming. He goes. Here's the pitch, and that is definitely strike 3. That's the inning. We're through 5. Woodstock 4, Culpeper nothing. Sixth inning with Woodstock on top of Culpeper 4-0. 3, 4, and 5 for the visitors. Alejandro Ladero, Colby Motley, and Cameron Turner. As Dominic Caparella back to work here for Woodstock. Lefty deals to Ladero, and a breaking ball is low. Catcher, number 3 hitter, Ladero, is grounded out twice. Once to short, once to second. There's a fastball at the knees. One on one. On the ground, up the middle, and into center field for a base hit. Madero begins the 6th frame with a
Next up, third baseman, number 12.
base knock up the middle.
Motley.
First hit a lot by Caparella. And Dominic goes to work now on Colby Motley. Single and a fly to center. That's the 3rd hit for the Cavaliers tonight. Pitch way high. Good snag there by DePastino behind the plate. That was a fastball up and away. 1-0 pitch. That's in there for a strike. 1-1. Today is the 3rd of June. We'll break out some history notes for you. Ball and a strike to Motley from Virginia Commonwealth. Pitch is high. Out of Williamsburg, Virginia. Two and one to the Cavaliers cleanup man. Two-one pitch. Swing and a foul tip. Held by DePastino. And it's 2-2. Two balls, two strikes. Kick and a pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Threw a fastball in the outside corner, and Motley
Now batting, first baseman, number 69.
looked like he was just trying to get a piece to stay alive, but whiffed on it. And there's one gone here in the sixth. Second strikeout for Caparella. Now it's first baseman Cam Turner, a walk and a strikeout. Throw over. Again, I don't think he was showing his best, or if that is his best, he needs to work on them. You just keep your good move until you need it. Good lead at first. Probably a one-way lead. And a ball down and in. Cam Turner from North Carolina, Charlotte. One ball. Pitch is high. 2 balls, no strikes. A little baseball history today. Back in 1888, the poem Casey at the Bat was first printed in the San Francisco Examiner. The author later revealed to be Ernest Lawrence Thayer. 2-0. That's high and away. 3-0. Four 4-0 Bandits here on the top of the sixth. 1 on, 1 out, 3-0 count. Caparella misses high and puts 2 on here in the sixth inning.
Next up, right fielder.
Second time that Turner has walked.
Breton.
There's Mason Breton, and we got a visit to the mound here. As Tyler Bocock, the pitching coach, comes out. Gives a look down to the bullpen, but he's usually not the one to make the move. Usually that's the skipper, Mike Bocock. And we do have a righty throwing down there. But 2 are on here for the Cavaliers. A little more history today. In 1902, Cardinals pitcher Mike O'Neill hit the first ever pinch hit grand slam in Major League history. He became the first pitcher in the National League to hit a grand slam in the 20th century. Meanwhile, another Cardinals pitcher, Stoney McGlynn, in 1907, tossed both games of a doubleheader against the Reds. He won the opener on a 5-hitter, 1-0, but the Reds got him in the nightcap 5-1. All right, here we go. Back to action. Breton steps in. Left-handed batter from Long Island. And takes the ball inside. So Caparella's walked 3, 1 in each inning. I'm trying to work around it here. As 2 are on with 1 out. Swing and a miss. Good heat on the outside portion of the plate. One and 1. Caparella checks and deals. There's a good breaking ball in there for a strike. Gets ahead 1 and 2. Today in 1918, Dutch Leonard of the Red Sox pitched his second career no-hitter. He did it against the Tigers. One and 2. Dom's ready. Pitches. In the air to center. Coming in and making the catch. Throw to second. Not in time to double up. But Toledo didn't get a great read off of that. It was a line drive off the end of the bat. It was a little late coming in, but he got there just in time to make the catch off his shoe tops. And we're getting to that time at dusk where it's kind of hard to see some of the balls coming off the bat here. But that's going to be it as Tyler Bocock comes out, and he will make the pitching change here with his second visit as Caparella We'll be done with 2 gone here in the 6th inning. We'll tell you about the new pitcher for the Woodstock Riverbandits coming up in just a minute. New pitcher for the Riverbandits is Ryan Cowell, 6-foot right-hander from Virginia Wesleyan. He's from Hanover, Virginia. And Cowell making his 2nd appearance. He's gone 2 innings, allowed 1 hit, walked 1, struck out 2. Comes in with 2 outs and 2 on here in the 6th inning, relieving Dom Caparella, who went 2 2/3, allowed a hit, walked 3, struck out 2, and is responsible for the men on base. All right, here's Evan Escobar. Lined into a double play and popped to second. Actually out into short right field. Great play by Luke Keister. Pitch is high. One and 0. Cal deals. There's a strike at the top of the zone to Evan Escobar. Shortstop out of San Diego State, 5'10" right-hander. Plays all the way across the country. This coast or plays out there at San Diego State, but he's from this side of the country, from Miami. In the air to left, pretty well hit on the run. Miller dives, can't get it. Ball is going to the fence. 2 runs are going to score. It's extra bases as Escobar hits second, headed for third. Here's the relay, not in time. Bandits are going to appeal to second base. Luke Keister is saying, hey, he missed second. They appeal. Safe is the call.
Next up, designated hitter number 8, Hayden Christman.
So, Culpeper cuts the lead in half. A 2-run hit by Ethan Escobar. Drove that down into the corner. Long way for Miller to go. Gave it a dive. Came up empty. So now 4-2. It's Caden Christman now, the DH. Fly to right. Tap back to the mound. Here's a ground ball to short. Gloving it is Tippett. Over to first. to end the inning. But Culpeper gets on the board. Cuts the Bandits' lead in half. 4-2, middle of 6 here in Woodstock. Bottom of the 6th inning, Bandits' lead has been cut to 4-2. So we'll get back to work here with 6, 7, and 8. Will Tippett, Christian Toledo, Rocco DePastino. First pitch pops up a breaking ball straight up, and everybody lost it, and it falls behind home plate. The catcher, Ludero, just says, wow. He looked up, and again, we're at twilight here, and that ball went up right into it. Darkening blue sky, and he never saw it. From here, I saw it go back behind the plate, and he was standing out in front of the plate. But it fell in play, but nobody else could find it. Pitcher couldn't find it. Cornermen, everybody looking up. It gives new life to Will Tippett, who swings and fouls one off. Now 2 strikes. Tippett has struck out looking and singled. Stephen Christopher from William and Mary. Ready with the 0-2. Breaking ball on the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One and 2. Pitch, swing, and a foul tip, and it pops out of the glove of catcher Ludero. So again, Tippett gets an extra chance. 1-2 offering. That's high. 2-2 now. Two balls, 2 strikes. There's a line drive into left center field and down for a base hit. Rounding first, heading for second is Tippett. Here comes the throw. He'll make it without a throw. It's cut off. Well, how about that? A pop-up right at the plate, lost in the dusk sky by the catcher. And Will Tippett got another break when a
number 21, Christian Toledo.
foul tip on a potential third strike. Popped out of the mid of Ladero, and then he doubles into left center. How about that? Crazy game. Christian Toledo. All right, tried to bunt, fouled it off. 0-1. Toledo popped up trying to bunt first time. Not squaring here, takes outside. 1-1. He got 4-2 Woodstock here in the 6th inning. Fastball inside. 2 balls and a strike now to Christian Toledo and a Waylon Baptist. And at second base, RBI opportunity. Cutting a foul ball right at the plate. 2-2 now. Woodstock trying to get a run back. Maybe both of them back after 2 from Culpeper in the top half of the inning. A little more history today. Back in 1932, Lou Gehrig hits 4 consecutive home runs and narrowly misses a 5th. And Tony Lazzeri hit for the cycle as the Yankees outslugged the Athletics 20-13. A slow pitch softball that day. Yanks set a major league record for total bases with 50. And both teams set a still standing record for extra bases with 41. All right, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitcher and catcher got together to make sure they're on the same page with their signals. 2-2. Toledo takes strike 3. Christian down on strikes.
Catcher, number 31, Rocco DiPastino.
And now it's the catcher, Rocco DiPastino. Ground to third, then reached on a throwing error by the third baseman. Looks like we got another pitching change here. Stephen Christopher is done. Getting handshakes, and we'll tell you about the new Cavaliers hurler. Just a minute. Culpeper goes to their third pitcher of the night, and it is Mason Snyder, a 5'8" right-hander from Barry. He's out of Fitzgerald, Georgia. First appearance on the season for Mason Snyder. All right, one man out. We'll tip it at second base. Here's Rocco DiPastino, number 8 hitter. 2 ground balls to third. One got him on base on an errant throw. All right, pitcher and catcher having problems getting together with their signals here. So Ludero runs out there, has a quick word. All right, we're in the 6th, 4-2, Woodstock with the lead. Culpeper just got on the board with 2 in the top half of the 6th inning. Woodstock trying to get at least one of those back. Rocco swings at a fastball and fouls it back. Bandits backstop out of Indian River. Right-handed batter. We'll tip it out at second. Fastball up and away from Snyder. 1-1. Ball and a strike. Pitch is chopped up the middle. Shortstop's over to get it at the bag. Throws to first. That's Escobar. Gets DiPastino for the second out. Tippett moves up to third.
Now batting second baseman, number 1, Luke Keister.
Now it's Luke Keister. Strikeout and a bad hop single for an RBI. Man at third, 2 down. Keister bouncing ball to the right side. It's in the hole for a base hit. Keister with his second RBI, and it makes it 5-2. First pitch swinging. Just bounced it through the gap opposite way.
Next up, third baseman, number 38.
2 for 3 night for him.
Corville.
Tippett scores. Now 5-2 Woodstock. Now back to the top of the order, and Jake Corville. 1 for 2, doubled back into first and scored. He's also walked and takes the ball high. Today in 1971, Ken Holtzman of the Cubs pitched his second career no-hitter. Did it against the Reds, won it 1-0. Pitch, late swing and a foul ball over the first base dugout. Today in 1978, Davey Johnson became the first major leaguer to hit 2 pinch hit grand slams in a season as the Phillies beat the Dodgers. Ball and a strike. Snyder deals. There's a strike. Pops out of the glove of Ludero. Keister, big secondary. Gave it a look, but scampers back. Today in 1995, Pedro Martinez and with the Expos pitched 9 perfect innings against San Diego, but he gave up a leadoff double in the 10th. But the Expos did win 1-0. Martinez became the second pitcher after Harvey Haddix to have a perfect game broken up in extra innings. Throw over, and Keister back in standing. Keister tried to get in a rundown to steal a run back in the 4th inning, but that didn't work. Pitch in the dirt, and Keister's down to second on a wild pitch. A lot of wild pitches, a lot of balls in the dirt that Ludero's had to block. He did a nice job stopping that one, but could only keep it in front, and Keister with a good read down to second, and an RBI chance here with 2 down for Corville. 2-2 count on Jake on a Wingate. Snyder checks and deals. In the air to right field. Back, now in and over, and catch made out there by Breton to end the inning. But Woodstock gets back one. And we head to the 7th with the Bandits leading Culpeper 5-2. Woodstock 5, Culpeper 2. We go to the 7th inning, 9-1-2 for the Cavaliers. Donovan Mitchell, Keaton Burrows, Ethan Belk. They face Ryan Cowell. First pitch, swing and a miss. Mitchell's 0 for 2. Donovan Mitchell out of South Alabama. Comes out of Memphis. Have a new center fielder for Woodstock. Wyatt Cunningham is now out there in the 8th position. Down and in for Toledo. Ball and a strike. And there's strike 2, fastball at the knees. Cowell ahead 1-2. Righty from Virginia Wesleyan deals, and a breaking ball low. Two. Cowell kicks, fires, popped up and out of play. No more history today. In 2003, Sammy Sosa ejected in the first inning of the Cubs game against Tampa Bay. He had cork in his bat. Broke his bat. Ejected, suspended. 2-2. Cal deals. Fastball, strike 3. Just under the letters. Cal gets the punch out.
Now stepping to the plate, second baseman number 2, Keaton Burrows.
It's only the fourth strikeout of the game by Woodstock pitching. Keaton Burrows grounded out and 2 walks since. Here's a ball. We also have a new third baseman, as it's Diego Villarreal. Breaking ball misses. 2-0 now. Keaton Burrows out of Pittsburgh, out of Odessa, Florida. So Villarreal replaces Corbel. Fastball hit hard to right center field. That will be down in the gap and going to the fence. Extra base is there for Burrows. He hits second. He's going for third. The relay to the shortstop, to third. They're going to get him. He's out.
Next up, left fielder number 5, Ethan.
So the relay from the outfield by Tippett at short, right on the money. To Villarreal, he put the tag on Burrows, cuts him down. 2 away. So that goes as a double for Burrows. Taking the chance on that extra base. Gunned down. That's ball 1 to Ethan Belk. 1 for 3. So great relay work and a defensive gem by the Bandits. Cut down a runner at third. Strike to Belk. 1-1. Belk from Wofford. Culpeper left fielder. Ball and a strike. Off speed, fouled back, and it's 1-2. Ready with a 1-2. Cal deals and just missed. Just a shade outside. Two and two. Pitch is popped up and that'll get out of play. All right, 2 balls, 2 strikes. To Belk. Ryan deals, and fastball is high. By the way, on that relay to third, it was Andorowski to Tippett to Villarreal, 9-6-5. All right, full up. Pitch, off speed, fouled at the plate. Bandits in their orange, as I mentioned. The navy blue for the Cavaliers. Gold numbers and letters, white trim, gray pants. Caps are all blue. All right, here we go. 3-2, 2 outs. Pitch. In the air to right. Andorowski toward the line, cruising over. He's under it. And that's the inning. Time to stretch.
For the 7th inning stretch.
Middle of the 7th. Woodstock 5, Culpeper 2. Woodstock leading 5-2 as they bat here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 2, 3, and 4. JT Andorowski, Hunter Miller, Barrett Eldridge due up as they are facing Mason Snyder. First pitch swinging, Andorowski. Chopper to second. Coming in and fielding it on the hop as the second baseman Burrows slips on to first. And one gone here in the 7th.
Next up, left fielder number 4.
Now it's Hunter Miller. Miller, 2-run single back in the first inning. Grounded out twice since then, including double play. Bats here with nobody on in the 7th inning. He looks at strike one. More history today. 2004, Julio Franco at the age of 45 hit a grand slam, becoming the oldest player in Major League history to do that. There's a little tapper out in front of the mound or out in front of the plate. Throw is wide at first. I don't think they would have gotten him anyway, but he moves on down to second. And Miller.
Now batting first baseman number 20, Barrett Eldridge.
Is down to second base with one out. So that's going for a bunt single for Hunter Miller. And then an error on the throw on Ladero. That is the second error for the Cavaliers tonight. That got him to second. Now it's Barrett Eldridge. A single and 3 trips. Big cut. Comes up empty. All right, so 9 hits now for Woodstock. Snyder deals. Eldridge, another good swing, fouled it back. .64 right-hander out of Rice. 0-2. In the dirt with an off-speed pitch. 1-2. Today in 2008, Randy Johnson moved into second place on the strikeout leaderboard. He passed Roger Clemens at 46.73. Second only behind Nolan Ryan. He wouldn't catch him, though. 2-strike pitch. Breaking ball. Misses away. Just off the plate. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Pitch. Hammered! Deep to left center. Going back. Oh, making the catch right at the fence. Mitchell hauls it in. Oh, man. That ball was hit well. Thought it was going to be a third home run in as many games. But Mitchell raced over and makes the grab. All right, 2 down. And there's strike 1 to Nazir Mendez. That's pretty much the place where he hit the home run here on Saturday against Strasburg, and that was against a wind, too. Mendez 1 for 3. He's got an RBI single. Well, somebody asked for time, so they got to get out papers and write stuff down. Oh, it's a warning. Or what's that? Oh, so many timeouts. Oh, a timeout charge. There's a swing and a miss. 0-2. I don't like that either. Speed up rules. Can only take so many timeouts. 0-2 to Nas Mendez. Runner at second. Hits one into right field for a base hit. Miller rounding third, coming to the plate. Here's the throw. It's cut off. Second RBI single of the game for Mendez. And Nazir makes it a 6-2 ball game.
Next up, shortstop, number 12, Will Tippett.
And Hunter Miller scores his second run of the game. And we're going to have a pinch runner here for Mendez. And it will be Austin Ford taking over. All right, so now 6-2. That's Will Tippett. 2 for 3. Single, double, couple of runs. Fouls that one back. So back to a 4-run lead here. Still batting here in the 7th. Pitch is way high. One on one. Right-handed batting Tippett. One pitch is fouled back. Ball and 2 strikes. Donovan Mitchell moved a few steps toward the gap in left center. Right before this 1-2 pitch, and a little flare into right. That will be down for a base hit. Runner heading to third. The throw is very high. It goes to the fence. Breton unleashed a wild one as Ford made it to third, and Tippett was able to move up to second on the error. So just a little flare there into right field. It was 2 outs. I don't know if there's really much communication for Breton. They should have told him to hold on to it because he didn't have a chance to get forward. So that's going to be a single, and then the error. E9 moves Tippett up to second base. So second throwing error of the inning. And it's now second and third with 2 outs. That's Wyatt Cunningham hitting here for the first time tonight. He takes ball 1. Cunningham hitting in the number 7 position as he replaced Christian Toledo. Foul back. Cunningham out of Cameron, a switch hitter, hitting lefty against the righty Snyder. Out of Salado, Texas. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball. Along with Cunningham in the 7th spot, new third baseman Diego Villarreal goes in the leadoff position in the lineup. Hard ball, 2 strikes. Pitch. That's a little bit outside. 2-2. Snyder sets and deals, and he hit him. Got Cunningham in the back. I'm going to load him up. And they're full here for the catcher, Rocco DePastino.
DePastino.
All right, Bandits at every base. 2 down here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Rocco takes the ball high. 0 for 3, did reach on an error. And was caught stealing. Trying to go home as the Bandits try to get in a rundown between first and second, which they did, but DePastino wasn't able to sneak in on the backside. One and one. Pitch. Cut on and missed. Breaking ball down and away. Makes it a ball and 2 strikes. Runners lead. 1-2 pitch. Curveball and strike 3 called. DePastino goes down looking, and that's the inning, but the Bandits get 1. We head to the 8th. Woodstock up 6-2.
Thanks. For Saturday's post-game meal, we want to thank
On to the 8th inning now. Bandits lead it 6-2. 3, 4, and 5 for Culpeper. Alejandro Ladero, Colby Motley, and Cam Turner due up. And they are facing a new pitcher. Alex Pazos takes the mound. 4th pitcher of the night for Woodstock. Here's Ladero, 1 for 3. And looks at a strike. Ladero from Lipscomb out of Pembroke Pines, Florida. One strike. That is hit on one hop to tip it at short. Fields and throws. Gets the Culpeper catcher for out number 1.
Now batting,
Alex
baseman
Pazos, the new
number 12,
pitcher, a left-hander,
Colby.
6'2", out of Miami-Dade. Hails from Hialeah, Florida. And Pazos making a second appearance. Went 1 inning first time out. Walked 1, struck out 1. That's Colby Motley digging in now. Takes the ball up and away. Cleanup hitter is 1 for 3. Single back in the second. 1-0 is outside, 2-0. More from the history pages today. In 2017, Edinson Volquez of the Marlins no-hit the Diamondbacks. He allowed a pair of walks, but both runners were erased on double plays, so he faced the minimum. 2-0. That's on the outside corner. 2-1. He almost left that game after one batter. He collided with Ray Fuentes at first base and turned his ankle, but he stayed in. Pitched one of the greatest game, if not the greatest game of his career. 2-1. That's in the dirt. 3 balls and a strike. And also today in 2017, Albert Pujols hit his 600th career home run. Did it with a grand slam, becoming the 9th player to join that fraternity. Those are your history notes from the 3rd of June down through the years. 3-1. Pazos to Motley. Gets the outside corner. Motley had taken a couple of steps toward first. But he'll go back and get ready for a 3-2 offering. Pazos shakes off a sign, now gets the one he wants. To the chest, and now to the plate. Swing and a miss, threw a fastball by him. Good pitch by Pazos.
First baseman number 69, Cameron Turner.
2 gone. Well, it's first baseman Cameron Turner from Charlotte. Pitch is a strike. Kind of handcuffed DiPastino behind the plate, but he holds on to it. Now he's going to get together with his pitcher, make sure their signs are in sync. And something was said out of the Culpeper dugout. First base umpire said enough, and I don't know if it's going to be a warning from the plate umpire. And Brandon Mack comes down to have a word with the plate umpire. Now says something to Mike Bocock as he goes back to the third base box. I believe Mack played for Mike when he was coaching over at Luray, when the Wranglers were in the league. All right, 1 strike. Pitch is low. 1-1 to Turner. He struck out and walked twice, scored a run. One pitch. Look out. Line drive off the fence in front of the Culpeper dugout. First base side. 1-2. Pazos with a 1-2. That's fouled back. And we'll do her again. 3 for Woodstock in the first, 1 in the fourth. Culpeper 2 in the sixth. Bandits got 1 in the bottom of the inning and 1 in the bottom of the seventh. For the 6-2 lead here in the top of the eighth. 1-2 misses. A little bit outside. Pazos shakes off a side again. Now settles in and delivers. That's in the dirt. Full count now. Three, two outs. Nobody on. Pitch. And that's low and away. So for the third time tonight, Cam Turner has walked.
Breton.
Sign of a good eye. All right, here's Mason Breton, the right fielder. 0 for 2 with a walk. That's in the dirt for a ball. Breton from LIU. One ball. Pazos the lefty deals. That is in the dirt into the backstop. Turner down to second. That was wide by a lot. Bandits have walked more batters than they've struck out. 6 walks, 5 Ks. But they're leading 6-2. There's another one that misses a lot. And the throw, whoa, that just slipped out of the hands of DiPastino and went soaring all the way to the shortstop. Tippett. No need to throw there at all. I mean, it did carry him off that backstop, but it came out of his hand like a wounded duck. When it took off, it looked like it was heading way into left field, but it went right over toward the shortstop, Tippett. He was on his way to back up the play. All right, so a man now at third. Pazos behind 3-0, and he finds his zone there. Three and one. Pazos kicks, steals, and that's outside. Gets off the catcher's glove, but Turner's going to hold at third. Well, now all of a sudden back-to-back walks.
Shortstop number 1, Evan Escobar.
And Minner at the corner with 2 down. And do have a right-hander warming up, and Tyler Bocock is coming out. Probably. Give it a little time to the man warming up down there, and just to see if Pazos can get out of this inning. Go over a defensive plan 2, especially with men at first and third. 2 outs. If a guy at first is going, you're going to throw him out, or at least try to. All right, so good start to Pazos in this inning. Got a ground out and a strikeout, but then walks to Turner and Breton. A couple of wild pitches got Turner over to third. There's Evan Escobar. He's hit the ball hard twice tonight. One was right into a double play. But the last time up, a 2-run triple to left field. He's up here again with men at the corners. 2 outs here on the top of the 8th. Pazos will deal, and the breaking ball down and in. Dimensions here, 340 down both lines, but just 338 to center field. 1-0. Swing and a miss. High fastball, and Escobar couldn't get it. Kevin Escobar out of San Diego State. 7th hitter in the order. 1-1. Pazos, long look at first. Again with a glance, and now to the plate. High and outside. Another good snag there by DiPastino. That was a tailing fastball, and he had to reach and bring that one back in. It's 2-1. Pazos pitches. That's low. Now 3 balls and a strike. This inning started harmlessly, and all of a sudden, getting a little hairy. 3-1. Pazos deals. Popped up right in front of the plate, first base side. Will anybody get there? No. Not much of a pop-up. DiPastino from behind the plate. Eldridge from first. Pazos, the pitcher, all tried to get there. Nobody could. And the ball just didn't hang up long enough. I think DiPastino was going to take a dive at it. But I think saw Eldridge coming down. Well, anyway, 3-2. 2 outs. Here's a pitch that's fouled away. And just a weak little pop-up up here along the first base line. Didn't hang up there long enough for anybody to get to it. All right, we'll do 3-2 again. 2 outs, runners at the corners. Runner at first goes. Pitch is high and away. And we got the bases loaded with 2 outs, and the tying run comes to the plate after 3 consecutive walks.
Designated hitter number 8, Caden Christman.
And with Caden Christman coming up, he'll face a new pitcher. New hurler coming on for the Bandits. We'll tell you about him here in just a moment. New pitcher on for the Riverbandits is Zane Starling. 6-foot right-hander from North Florida, out of Lake City, Florida. Trying to put out this rally by Culpeper. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Caden Chrisman at the plate. The designated hitter, number 8 batter, fouls it off. Starling 1-0. His only appearance win an inning, gave up 2 runs, 2 hits, walked 1, struck out 1. We're going to hold this right here after 3 consecutive walks. Zane pitches, swing and a miss. Pitch down and in, a fastball to Chrisman. He's 0 for 3. Caden Chrisman from Rutgers. Nothing at 2. Cavaliers at every base. Starling sets, pitches, and that is just off the plate. One and 2. Pitch is low. And now 2 and 2 to Chrisman. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 3 runners on in a 4-run game. Pitch is a breaking ball outside. Count goes full from 0-2 to 3-2. Runners will get a head start. Starling comes set. Kicks and pitches. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Challenged him with a fastball. And now a little jawing back and forth.
All right, fans, so you have a second chance with a winning 50-50.
Let the umpires jump in and
First one was not claimed, so
make sure nothing
the winning 50-50. The winner is now the
gets out of control.
Of Diamonds. Once again, tonight's winning
But Culpeper leaves them loaded. That's 9 for the game.
So check it out.
Middle of 8, Woodstock leads it 6-2. 6-2 Woodstock as they bat for what they hope will be the final time of the night. Luke Keister with a foul ball on the offering by Mason Snyder. Zane Starling comes in, put out the fire in the top of the 8th inning, and the bases loaded did Culpeper. There's a ball low, 1-1. Pazzo's got the first 2 men out, but then walked 3 in a row. Starling came in and got a strikeout on a 3-2 pitch to Caden Chrisman in the inning. Keister's 2 for 3. Bounces one towards short. High hop. Escobar has to come off his feet a little ways to get that, but he does and throws over to first to get Luke for the first out.
Now batting third baseman number 38, Jake Corville.
All right, here's Diego Villarreal. Pinch hitting for Jake Corville, or he came in to play third base, so batting for the first time. Came in the 7th inning. Takes the ball and looks at a strike. Diego Villarreal, switch hitter, hitting lefty here out of Cameron. 6 feet tall from Golden, Colorado. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball. Diego 0 for 5 on the season. Down 1-2 here. That's outside. 2-2. Pitch. On the ground to the shortstop. Scooped up there by Burrows, over to first, and there's 2 away. That's JT Andorowski. 0 for 2, he's walked twice, scored a run.
Next up, number 7, JT Andorowski.
Major League Baseball finals this evening. Diamondbacks over the Braves 8-3. Yankees beat Cleveland 3-2. Cubs top the Nationals 8-3. There's a strike. We have a pinch hitter here. Swing and a miss. Yep, it is Joey Gale hitting here for JT. Now down 2 strikes. Gale 0 for 3 on the season out of St. Joe's. 5'11" right-hander. Takes the ball. One and 2. Colorado beat Miami 3-2. Astros 3-0 over the Pirates. Off-speed pitch, strike 3 called. Drops in. And Gale goes down looking. Woodstock goes in order. Go to the 9th. Bandits lead at 6-2. Going to the 9th inning, Bandits up 6-2 on Culpeper. Cavaliers have 9-1-2. That's Donovan Mitchell, Keaton Burrows, and Ethan Belk due up, and they will face Zane Starling, who got the last out of the 8th inning. And going to try and finish it out to get the save. More Major League Finals tonight. And just one more. Reds over the Brewers 4-2. Bottom 9 in Fenway. Red Sox and Angels 3-3. End of 7 in Tampa. Rays 4-1 over the Rangers.
Number 15, Donovan
Bottom
Mitchell.
7 South Side. White Sox 6-1 over the Tigers. Royals 10-7 over the Cardinals in St. Louis. Bottom of the 6th. There's Donovan Mitchell, the center fielder, 0 for 3. Starling starts with a fastball in the dirt. Out west, Padres and Giants, they're in the second inning scoreless. Orioles are in Seattle. They get one in the top of the first. There's a strike. Twins and A's about to start. Mets and Dodgers also. Cut on and missed. High cheese. Mitchell couldn't get it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Righty. Zane Starling deals. Swing and a foul tip held by the catcher, DePastino.
Next up, number 2.
One away, and then DePastino
Burrows.
trying to throw it around the horn. Threw it in the dirt and out into the outfield. All right, Keaton Burrows now. 1 for 2. He's walked twice, doubled in the 7th inning, but was thrown out trying to stretch it into a triple. There's a strike on an off-speed pitch. Foul ball. 0-2. Starling way ahead. 2-strike pitch is high. Ball and 2 strikes to leadoff hitter Keaton Burrows. Starling ready and deals, and strike 3 called. Hit the outside corner. 2 away. Starling has faced 3 batters. He's fanned them all.
Next up, the fielder, number 5, Ethan Belk.
2 away. Now it's Ethan Belk. 2 outs, nobody on here for the Cavaliers. He's 1 for 4. Fastball is high. One 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball, nice one. Drops in for a strike. Popped up over our heads and out of play. One, 2 pitches. Strike 3 called, and that's the game.
So your
Beck couldn't believe it.
Woodstock Riverbandits 6.
But the umpire says time to go home. Bandits win it 6-2.
Tomorrow
They go to
night's
3-0
game
on the year.
versus Strasburg
Culpeper drops to
will be a home
0-3.
game, so I hope to see many of you tomorrow night, 7 p.m. start time. Want to thank you for
6-2,
coming
Woodstock
out
wins
and
it.
supporting the Valley
We'll recap in
Baseball
just a
League
minute.
and your Woodstock.
Bandits win it tonight. Makes them 3-0 on the start of this young season. They take it 6-2 over Culpeper. Started early. After Sean Keener got the Cavaliers in order in the first, Woodstock's offense went to work. Jake Corville led off with a double. Walk to JT Andorowski. Both moved up on a wild pitch, and a 2-run single by Hunter Miller. That made it 2-0. 2 batters later, it was Nazir Mendez with an RBI single. 3-0 Woodstock after 1. Then a run for the Bandits in the 4th inning. A bad hop single for Luke Keister brought in a run. So 4-0 at that point. And finally, Culpeper got on the board with 2 outs in the 6th inning. It was a 2-run triple by Evan Escobar. So that made it 4-2, but Woodstock got 1 back in the bottom of that inning. RBI single again by Luke Keister. Bouncing one through the hole in the right side with 2 outs. Then in the 7th, they added another RBI single by Nazir Mendez again. That made it 6-2, and that's how we finished up. Good pitching by Woodstock tonight. Sean Keener went the first 3, allowed just 2 hits. And it was Dom Caparella. He'll probably get the win. He gave up the 2 runs. Went 2 2/3, allowed 1 hit. Walked 3, struck out 2. Most likely, I would guess he would get the win. Ryan Cowell went an inning of the 3rd. He gave up the hit that brought in the 2 runs, but they were Caparella's responsibility. Pazos went 2/3 of an inning, but it was a 4-batter save, an inning and a 1/3 for Zane Starling. All 4 batters he faced, he struck out. And Woodstock improves to 3-0. Culpeper drops to 0-3. At the plate tonight for Woodstock, 2 hits, 2 RBIs for Hunter Miller. 2 hits, 2 RBIs for Nazir Mendez. Luke Keister, 2 hits and 2 runs driven in. 3 hits for Will Tippett. He had a double and 2 singles. And the 2-run triple from Evan Escobar. Big hit of the game for the Cavaliers. Game took 2 hours and 58 minutes to play. Woodstock winning it with 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors for the Bandits. 8 men left on. Culpeper 2 runs, 5 hits, 3 errors, and they stranded 9. Again, the Bandits will be back in action. They'll be playing here tomorrow, but Strasburg will be the home team, and then back for Harrisonburg for a true home game on Thursday. All right. That's it for tonight. Bandits win at 6-2. They move to 3-0 on the year, while Culpeper drops to 0-3. That's it. We'll see you again on Thursday. I'm Craig Orndorff signing off for the 2025 Woodstock Riverbandits.